It's Wednesday the 9th of October and welcome to From the South. Mexico's President Enrique Peña Nieto says he is ready and willing to work with President-elect Donald Trump. This after the Mexican peso fell to an all-time low after Trump's win was announced. Peña Nieto said the two countries were friends. Meanwhile, to many Mexicans, their worst dreams have been realized in Trump's victory. Many have had a hard time believing the businessman was elected president of the United States. Still in Mexico, drug kingpin Joaquin El Chapo Guzman filed an appeal on Tuesday to prevent his extradition to the United States, which the government hopes to carry out in early 2017. His lawyer Andres Granados dropped off the documents at a court in Mexico City and could take 3 to 6 months to issue a ruling. Guzman is facing 2 extradition bids, one in California for drug distribution and another in Texas on charges that include murder and money laundering. Public workers were forcibly removed from Congress on Tuesday after they protested against changes to public sector salaries being voted on in the lower house. President of the lower house, Osvaldo Andrade, ordered the group be removed from the chamber by policemen after they had chanted against the changes being discussed by the government and public sector representatives. After the commotion, the House voted to reject the changes, which contemplate a 3.2% rise in public sector salaries. Angry and disappointed citizens staged protests across the United States following Donald Trump's election victory. Trump supporters and protesters faced off outside the White House, and in Portland they burned the American flag. Philippines President Rodrigo Duterte congratulated Donald Trump on his election win and said he now wishes to stop quarreling with the United States. Duterte has repeatedly hit out at Washington in recent months, threatening to cut defense pacts and end military joint drills. Afghanistan's president welcomed back Sharabat Gula to the country. Gula is the green-eyed Afghan girl whose 1985 photo in National Geographic became a symbol of her country's war. The president has provided Gula a furnished apartment after she was deported by Pakistan. Peshmerga forces drove Islamic State group militants out of Bashika, located on the east of Mosul in Iraq. But the forces warned the residents who had fled the town not to rush back, as roads and houses might be riddled with explosives. The town is located some 10 miles from Mosul.
Republican Donald Trump stunned the world by defeating his Democratic rival Hillary Clinton in the U.S. presidential elections, but Palestinians were not counting on either Trump or Clinton for their liberation. For Palestinians, the U.S. elections have always been a choice between stupid and evil. In their opinion, whether the winner was Trump or Clinton, a Republican or a Democrat, nothing will change U.S. policy toward Palestine. Most Palestinians call Trump fascist and racist. However, a few of them are skeptical of where he stands from Palestine. Despite the fact that both Trump and Clinton pledged for support to Israel, some Palestinians had mixed feelings about Hillary.
We should not link Palestinian policy with who wins U.S. presidential elections. Trump will adopt a more biased policy towards Israel more than any other president.
The fact that the U.S. foreign policy is not decided by the president means that the U.S. will continue its external support for Israel and will provide it with military and financial aid, as well as diplomatic cover whenever needed. Noharazin Telesu TV, Palestine.
Final preparations were put to a boat made of only reeds and crafted by indigenous Bolivians on Sunday before it set sail. The boat will journey across the Pacific to Australia to prove that ancient mariners were capable of making the journey. The ship was constructed in La Paz by indigenous Aymara who have used similar crafts for centuries. More on these and other stories on our website telesurtv.net/English.